when I initially started reaching out for people to join the Discord, the idea was literally just if you're, somebody that's, going to work behind the scenes, and then at some point when we feel like we've got something together, we can announce something.
Right.
But I think the way that it's actually ended up going is far more of an asset because, it's totally unexpected and it's really caught me off guard. But I'm so glad it's gone this way because we've got a proper community now.
All right, howdy Wasteland. It's Marty the Nuka Boy here again with another special episode of the WWW podcast. Today I'm flanked by 3 Brits, and we're going to be talking about the plans and everything that goes into creating the UK Fallout celebration. I'm going to let these guys talk about it for the most part, name and everything that they've already done. You guys have already done so much. I'm so impressed with how many people got on board the Discord, the Facebook group, and everything. So it's absolutely amazing. But before we jump into that, let's just go through the boring stuff, the introduction, and the icebreakers and whatnot. And so here we go. So we got Mr. Wild Wasteland down there. We got Wild Wasteland memes, and we got Pitboy Nuka 77. How you guys doing?
Good, mate. Good. How are you?
I'm all right. Excited to hear all the tea that you're about to present us with.
Spilling the tea.
Spilling the beans. Spilling the beans.
Oh gosh, let's not go back to beans again. That's been everywhere.
Yep.
I really enjoyed that the other night. Everyone putting it on their notes. Literally everyone.
I got so many people asking what the fuck that is. What is that?
We
beans?
don't know either.
Yeah, I didn't ask. I just started. I thought, I want to be part of the joke.
Mm-hmm. Well, because I saw some of the folks from Down Under putting beans in their fucking notes. So I'm like, okay, there were 5 people already with beans in their notes. So I'm like, okay, beans.
Yeah, something's happened here.
Yeah. I don't even know how it all started in the beginning, but it must have been Brian.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me. I think, yeah, it probably was actually, yeah.
Brian or Cam. Cam ran wild with the freaking pictures and everything, and then I forget who shared the little kid eating the beans or whatever, and then you shared your your baby photo or whatever.
That was fucking Cam. I'm gonna get stickers made this year. I swear to God.
It's hilarious. So, Fallout celebration in the UK. Whose idea was that?
I'd have to be me, I'm afraid.
So you're going to be the one to blame.
Yeah, exactly. When we all end up in a ball pit full of wee, it's going to be my fault. But no, I mean, to be fair, I think it'd be dishonest to claim it was my idea because I don't think I know anyone in the sort of UK online Fallout scene that hasn't wanted to do it. Obviously, Wasteland Jamboree's just happened, and we've all been sat here getting the FOMO from that, watching them all have a whale of a time, and also just the inspiring work that they did, the amount of money they put into what is a really on its backside economy and stuff over there. And the thing that really triggered it for me was so Old Man Liver did a podcast with TKS Mantis, obviously, because a bunch of stuff had been said where they wanted to correct the record. And just listening to his take on how it all got started and how it all got to where it is, I was kind of like, well, there you've got a guy who's just gone, people probably want this, let's just do it. Right. And I don't own a general store or a pub, as we would call it over here. But I thought, surely there's enough of us that want it to happen that even if just a bunch of us get a few tents, dress in vault suits in a field somewhere and want to go and sing the Fallout version of Kumbaya around a campfire, we can get it done. So I reached out to a few other UK Fallout creators that I know online, Also reached out to Fallout for Hope and to Buttered Popcorn,
All right.
just sort of in the DMs on Twitter to be like, look, we're going to try and make something similar to what you guys are doing in spirit happen over here. You've got the experience. We're going to need your help to have any clue what we're doing to inform how we kind of analyze and plan the problem. And to be honest, it went nowhere for about 2 weeks. I had myself, I think yourself, Mr. Wild Wasteland, and Crazy MCR Angel, shout out to her. We were kind of like the 3 founding members of this Discord, and then Fallout for Hope shared it. And that was the weekend I was away camping. So I had no
Naturally.
ability to really keep track of it. And it just skyrocketed. We had people joining from America who were like, yeah, we'll come to a British event. And it's like, wow. Because initially I'd called it Fallout with an asterisk instead of the A, Fan Celebration UK. And Fallout for Hope got into the DMs and were like, you're going to need to change this pronto because it's rolling and rolling.
Yeah.
People are seeing about it, and people that care about licensing will start knocking on your door. So that's where we thought, we need a new name. And it was actually Fallout for Hope that suggested the name Fallen Britannia, and the rest of us were like, that's the one.
That's it.
So again, even our own event, we can't claim to have credit for the name for. So like I say, it's been a real community effort. It's been everyone involved that's contributed. And like I've tried to be really clear while I've kind of taken the responsibility to get it started and to kind of oversee everything. It's not my train set, it's everyone's train set. I just set the culture and the compass of how we get it done.
Sure.
It's down to, the good people that you see on the screen to help and chip in, really.
Isn't that essentially, like how all of this goes? I mean, whether we talk about Good Springs, or West Virginia, I mean, it's never just one person, in the captain's seat. It's the community that just kind of rallies behind that one idea, one person, or a team of people. And I mean, just like Good Springs, it was basically just freaking Nick Shelton rolling up to the saloon, being his dorky ass self, in an NCR Ranger outfit. And then he got to talking with Old Man Liver, and then before you know it, like we're about to be on year 5. So
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was lucky to have a good hour or so just on a chat with those guys earlier.
That's awesome.
Just part of that relationship building piece and trying to make sure there's a common thread with the US community and the UK community and how we do things. And they were saying the first one they did, they made it free and they planned it for 100 people, and then 1,000 people turned up. They were like, oh, okay, this needs to be something. So, it's good in that sense to just see and to kind of prepare us really that while we maybe are going to be humble and try not to pretend we're going to attract tens of thousands of people, we also do need to be prepared that, people wanted this to happen just as much as we did. And the more people that this gets out to through these kinds of means, the better really. But honestly, it's just really, really exciting. I'm so proud of like the way we've brought a community together already that's been able to have a positive impact on other stuff, which, we can get into later. But, the work that Pitboy Nuka and Mr. Wild Wasteland have done just in the background, getting things started with the Facebook page and all that stuff. It's been a real team effort, and honestly, like we couldn't have picked a better bunch of people. So yeah, I'm just really grateful.
I agree. I kind of touched on it earlier, how basically when the Discord went live, I mean, I think that night it accumulated like a couple dozen people, and I'm like, that is weird. It's just like here's this event that somebody thought up, like not even the entire or like half the world knows about it, on the social media side, and then all of a sudden, like this Discord is just filling up with people, and then same thing with the Facebook page, and I think it's awesome, by the way, and I think it's just kind of, it obviously piggybacks off of the market, as well as independent creators or whatever. And I think what was really amazing is how many independent creators just kind of hopped on the wagon and started sharing the shit out of it, you know, like in stories or making posts or whatever. Um, Even a whole bunch of people here, you know, like U.S. creators and whatnot, and they were just like, "Oh, yeah, you know, fuck yeah." Any reason, you know, to visit the UK or whatever, or just spread the community and spread, you know, the funness of these activities over there. Like people were on board for a variety of reasons, and I think it's absolutely amazing. So.
I mean, Pitboy Nuka and Mr. Wild Wasteland, like you guys, by all means, like give your accounts of, because I didn't see this all happening in real time. I was out on Rossniger Beach for 4 hours and then came back, and there was like 90 odd people in the Discord. I reckon you guys probably give the best account of just like how crazy it was actually being there and seeing it.
It was scary. It was honestly, it was terrifying.
It's like, fuck, it's real now.
But yeah, you know, it's one of those things where you think, you know, well, this is going to take, you know, a good while to take off. But then in the matter of 20, I mean, I was doing stuff as well. I was actually, I was driving when it first started to you know, everyone started to pour in. I thought, why on earth is my phone buzzing so much? I thought something went wrong, you know, there's some drama going on, we had to address it. Then I pulled over and I just saw, you know, loads of people pouring into the Discord to the point where I've actually turned notifications off for the app. But yeah, it was crazy, absolutely crazy.
Amy?
Same here, really. I was like not really on my phone, and there was so many notifications. I think we were all busy at that point, so we weren't really like paying attention to what was going on, and then trying to catch up with all the messages in there. I was a bit like, this is a lot of people.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, because I don't know, at least in my case, when it comes to stuff like that, I always have some sort of a time frame, you know, for these things. Like, okay, especially when trying something new, it's gonna, you know, drag a little bit. It's not gonna take off, you know, let's not worry about it. So when it's the total opposite, you know, we're just like people pouring in left and right, and it's just like, okay, you know, yeah, I'll fuck with that. You're just.
I mean, it was totally unexpected, and it, like when I initially started reaching out for people to join the Discord, the idea was literally just, if you're, you know, somebody that's, you know, going to work behind the scenes, and then at some point when we feel like we've got something together, we can announce something.
Right.
But I think the way that it's actually ended up going is far more of an asset, because like it's totally unexpected and it's really caught me off guard. But I've actually, like, I'm so glad it's gone this way, because like we've got like a proper community now where, like I say, you've got people, however many channels, I don't know, we've got you know, we've got the fourth plinth as a category, which is, you know, like the one in Trafalgar Square where people stand up and make a fool of themselves. But for people to introduce themselves, to share artwork, to share their cosplay ideas, and you know, talk about collectibles, obviously memes as well, very important.
Of course.
You know, the town square where people just talk about stuff. You know, we've now got, obviously, since all of the NukaCon stuff has popped up, we've got like a forum channel for like a focus group, so that partners or, you know, friends of ours from outside, if they want ideas from the UK community, can come in,
right,
put something in the forum chat, and then our community can advise and guide and, you know, kind of be there as a force for good to help their stuff be as good as it can be for the rest of the Fallout community. Which, if you'd have asked me 2-3 weeks ago, do you reckon you'll be able to, you know, accidentally do something that has an impact like that, I'd have told you to screw off.
Right.
But yeah, it's been incredible. And, you know, like you say, talk about time frames and stuff. We've been very, 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 very forthright from the very beginning. At this point, we're not gonna put a time frame on anything, because we don't want to make a promise that we don't know for certain we can keep.
Right. Sure.
And in the meantime, again, the fact that there is now a community there gives us that freedom, because while maybe we've not got something to announce yet, you've got the Ministry of Meetups where people can go and find other people that are close by and go and have a, you know, find a pub to go have a drink at, or the
Mm-hmm.
World Cup's about to start. Who knows? We might have groups of Fallen Britannia folks going and watching the football together if they find out they're
Right.
close enough to go and find a pub to go watch the game at.
There you go.
That's something that I think as a community is really, really unique
Mm-hmm.
to the Fallout community, and it's just been amazing to be a part of. And
that's amazing.
Hopefully, yeah, exactly.
And I just peeked over here at the Discord just to kind of gauge, how many people we got over there, and there's like right now there's 36 people online and over what was it 70, 78 offline. So like there's well over 100 people there. So like I don't care, who you are but like if 100 people gets together, dressed up as, Fallout characters anywhere, like that's going to feel fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like that right there, like if it stayed at 100 people for its first year, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be more than that, we got a good thing going. Hands down.
Are you wishing that upon us, are you?
I wish you more people.
Well, yeah. We'll do the best that we can with what we've got, and I'm sure, like, I think it'll be the same as with just getting people in. The guys on screen will tell you just as much. Like, they've been reaching out and finding out, like, Mr. Wild Wasteland has gone and like basically already put together like so much stuff that is going to inform how we then move forward and bring vendors in and stuff.
Nice.
Like, do you want to chat a bit about that? Because I've not stuff like that. I'm like, you have your department, you guys go and plan it and do it. Like, so I'm not going in and getting my fingers in those sorts of parties.
Well, obviously I can't take sole credit for it. I've got a little team, and they've been absolutely amazing. Christ, I mean, it's like the enthusiasms. God, I can't pronounce my. I'm so slow today. I'm so sorry, guys.
Must be the pollen in the air.
Yeah, something like that, mate. The enthusiasm. There we go. It's just crazy. I mean, one of them's put together multiple forms. We've got, the first sort of framework of a vendor application form. We're currently looking into legalities because that's going to be a huge factor as to how many, who we can bring on. It's a very broad spectrum, but they've all been great. Everyone's been assigned roles, and it's perfect because each one of those roles that I've set out for these guys, they have some kind of experience in. So it's just absolutely perfect. I just can't wait to get the ball rolling on this, to get, the real work started. It's just going to be so exciting. And, hopefully one day, well, one day, I won't say hopefully, it's going to happen. We've got to be optimistic here. We'll have our own sort of vendor village with a different name, obviously, at a Fallen Britannia event full of, custom food trucks that are doing Fallout themed food. We actually already have someone on board for that, which is
baked beans. Absolutely
mint. Yeah. Beans mixed with like, I don't know, midgies or something. That's Fallout themed, I think.
Well, it is now.
Oh God, I've lost track now. Shit.
Vendor village.
Just a big summary. It's all amazing. It's really interesting work, and I'm so grateful to you. I was going to say, can I use your real name? Wild Wasteland Memes.
Yeah, go on. Why not?
Yeah. Well, Sam, I'm so grateful to you, mate. For letting me be a part of this and putting me in charge of the vendor side of things. I know I'm going to really enjoy it, and I'm going to make sure that it's going to be the best vendor village ever in the world. Fallout thing, obviously.
You heard it here first.
It's just going to be beans,
lofty
mate. That's
ambitions here. Yeah. It's just going to be like a. Well, I don't know if I can say the brand, but whatever. Like a ginormous Heinz, man.
Oh yeah.
Mascot or whatever. It's gonna be like 30 feet tall and inflatable. We're gonna
I'll be
have
in a match.
we're gonna have a bean bouncy house, and you're gonna get peppered with actual beans, and while you're in there, and a mechanical bean.
People are going to see this. People are going to see this from outside and be like, "Do these people even play Fallout? There's barely any beans in it."
Pork and beans.
Well,
Yeah,
exactly. But,
we know what we're on about.
Well, it's just like you got to take the most enigmatic, item, just on the fringes of the game and just blow it up. That's how this works, and before you know it, you got a whole thing going. But what? So I'm curious, like, what's the UK equivalent or version of like a farmer's market? Like, what do you guys call it? That?
Exactly that, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Is it the same
Yeah.
thing? Oh damn,
You
that's
guys
boring.
You guys probably stole that from us.
Probably,
if anything.
probably. I mean,
Yeah, probably.
Truth
Actually.
be told,
All our market square towns and.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because like, it's funny because like most of farmers market, like it's got nothing to do with a farm. Sometimes it didn't even come from a farm; it came from somebody's garden. So calling it a farmers market is kind of a, it's like okay, call it what it is. But hey,
I mean, I think the theme gives us a lot of freedom with that because obviously it's Fallout, but I think it's also caught the imagination of a lot of people of, well, what would Britain have looked like in that pre-war era? And I think, that's kind of like where I've gone with the, the potential mascot of Atom Blitz Billy, which is kind of a not Vault Boy, and all that sort of stuff.
and that's
with like
so cool. I think it's so
well,
cool.
Exactly.
Like give it its own identity, right? I mean, me personally, I haven't played the London mod yet, but I mean that's basically the only blueprint for Fallout themed anything based in the UK, if I'm not mistaken here. Right?
Yeah, I mean, apart from like characters like Desmond Lockhart and Alistair Tenpenny, who originate from the UK, there's not really that much, is there?
Right.
Or the voice of Codsworth, for example.
Right.
But
sure.
There's so much to play with there, and we're fortunate to have some of the Fallout London team in the server. Kind of, so they've at least got a finger on the pulse there, and obviously that would be a big intent of ours to get them as involved as possible. I know they're quite busy at the moment, but
working on what? What are they working on?
I've not been told anything, so I can't even lie to you and say, "Oh, I don't know." I genuinely don't know. But yeah, but even seeing things like that, like people that we would look at as fans, like a year ago, I was purely a spectator in the Fallout space from afar before I started like getting into creating content stuff. So to now be in a place where I get to interact with these people that I would consider like Fallout celebrities has been absolute. Like,
it's exciting.
I got to chat with Wes Johnson yesterday.
Oh,
like,
wow.
I had to go to bed straight after that. Like, how was I sleeping?
That's awesome.
After having even just a brief chat with Wes Johnson on the Fallout for Hope.
That's what's
How long did it take you to fall asleep, Sam?
He hasn't yet.
Yeah. That's why I'm not on screen. But, I was quite knackered anyway, obviously, because I've been prepping for that exam. But I've been kind of on a high for the last sort of 24 hours or so, pretty resoundingly. So it's been a really, really good day's worth of stuff going on for me.
Nice.
Well, for everyone, really.
That's awesome. Yeah, Wes is amazing. I mean, like every time they do, when Fallout for Hope does the the charity streams and whatnot, and he's on there, with Kenny and all these guys. I mean, it's just such a fun time watching them. I haven't gotten to chatting with him personally or online or anything, but he's just something else.
Yeah. He's clearly. I think it's something that's very unique to Fallout. Some of the voice actors, even some of the physical actors, they're so well in touch with and want to be involved in what the community does.
Right. Yeah, I was just about to say that because when we were in WonderCon, so we had Peter Jessup and we had Courtney. Fuck, what's her last name? but she voices Nora. But yeah, it was like, because we knew they had booths on the floor, but when it was time for the Fallout meetup for the photo shoot and everything, like all of a sudden they just roll up, and they're taking pictures, group photos with everybody, and it was just I don't know, surreal, because it's just it's not all that common when you have actors, voice actors, or all these celebrities, like actively participating in these smaller events and genuinely want to be part of it. Obviously not all of them, but specifically in Fallout, like that's been almost exclusively that. Like they want to be part of it. You have some of them have even played the games. Want to play the games and just want to actively contribute to the community and be a part of it. So I mean, i.e., Good Springs last year. How
Oh, hell yeah.
stellar of a freaking lineup was that? So and it was just I don't know if you guys heard me say that. I know you have, Spencer, but Cam and I and a couple of our friends, we were camping out in the Mojave, and we're just like it was like nighttime, and we're just shooting the shit, and I'm like, with how well known Fallout's becoming because of the show and everything, like I wouldn't be surprised if some of the cast showed up, a year, 2 years from now, and literally the next fucking morning, like Walton Goggins, in his roadster, like fucking rolls up in front of the saloon, and Aaron Moten, and Jonah, what's his last name? Whatever, and a bunch of other actors just take over the whole damn thing, and I'm like, well, all right, I guess we're there. And it would have been a lot nicer if it wasn't pouring, we got absolutely pissed on the entire fucking day, but
so that's the freedom with a British event. We expect that we're going to get
Right.
rained on, so no one's
Right.
disappointed when it happens.
y'all condition.
That's definitely getting factored into our planning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A bit of analysis on what effect the weather is going to have.
Free umbrellas, free ponchos.
No, I can't promise that. Bring your own.
Bring your own. BIOU, right?
Something like that.
No.
We'll make it work.
Yeah. No, you can't let it, affect your experience. Trust me, there were times where we're just like, oh, fuck this, like this is going to be so fucking shitty. Like, what are we going to do? Is anything even going to happen? But like all the vendors were still, vending. And, and, and then the main cast rolls up and, they do their thing, and we just come hell or high water, we just rock on.
Well, you had the high water bit, so.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
With stuff like that as well, like you get through it, and then you stood there with the people that you went through it with, and you're like,
Exactly.
yeah, it sucked at the time, but it's actually really cool that we did that together.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why like events like that really kind of, because like you say, people going camping like out in Nevada somewhere, like for some people that's like something they don't really do.
A lot of people don't do that, I can tell you.
yeah. I've done a fair bit of camping, but I've never done it in the Mojave Desert.
You should.
In real life.
You should.
It depends on why November pans out. But
most of the time, nothing happens there. Like it doesn't even rain. Like it just happens to be like November. The end of the year. You're just kind of getting the ass end of the monsoon season. From like Arizona and whatnot, and it's just like it's unpredictable. But I do most of my camping in the desert. I'm a desert rat.
Lovely life.
Yep. So I know you mentioned that. We're not sticking to any timelines or anything, but like, what are you guys pushing for? Like, is it like next year? Obviously, like end of this year, it's untenable. But are we setting up for next year, or what are we looking at?
I mean, you know, if you guys feel free to check, because like I say, I've not put anything out, but like for you two, what's your ideal?
So I'll let someone else take this. I've got a bug on the shelf that I've got to deal with. I'm really sorry.
It's a true Fallout podcast with a bug.
I fucking hate them.
How big is it?
It's only small, but it's crawling on my Pip-Boy. So
Is it on your desktop?
yeah, it's on my Pip-Boy shelf, and if it gets near me, I will. I've only got my boxers on, and I don't want to get up and publicly embarrass myself on a podcast. So
If you see Pip-Boys flying across the screen, it's Spencer trying to whack a fly. you know,
Amy, what about you?
Yeah, well, personally, I feel like it's a bit of a way off, obviously, because like it's one thing to organise like a meetup, but it's another thing to do like a whole event. I don't know too much what's been happening with like the planning and the people involved. I'm kind of like more focused on like just like monitoring the Facebook group and the Discord, like make sure everything's like happening in a nice way and people are like being respectful, that kind of thing. But it would be cool to do it like in the next few years. I don't know like potential locations or anything. Like people have obviously discussed their ideas, put their ideas out of like post-war in real life locations that would be cool. But there's a lot of research that needs to go into that, because we obviously can't just go wandering into like abandoned buildings and host
Why
an
not?
event.
That's the best part.
Security might not like that bit, but it might be an event, but it might be on for 10 minutes.
Right. Well, that's what I was saying. I forget who I told it to. Like you guys got to start conditioning your country to this kind of stuff. Just roll up in your wasteland gear, just show up, just so it's not as weird, a couple of years down the line.
And then with a couple like, oh, you got a license for that event. Like, that's pretty much like I remember seeing a thing. There was like a pub that tried hosting a gathering as like a vigil for someone, and a policeman actually turned up and was like, "Have you got an event certificate for this?"
Oh God!
So like,
you guys are taking a page from our book.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is part of the chat that I was having with the Buttered Popcorn team earlier. Is like obviously there's the regulatory red tape between the US and the UK is obviously completely different. So obviously that's probably not something we can lean too much on them for like lessons from experience from. I think the key one at the moment that we kind of really got out of today was kind of wanting to know what our kind of initial staffing needs to look like for the amount of people that we're expecting to have. Because from that, we can then look at what we've got now and go, have we got enough people for it? Where are the gaps in capability and where do we need to kind of strengthen a little bit? Because currently we're basically in the process of just putting a load of supporting material together for everyone to just analyze the problem, let alone to start planning for it. So that's not too pertinent right now, but by the time it comes to planning and then starting to execute it, having those people in place and having them onboarded in the right way and kind of knowing that they're all orientated towards why we're doing it first and foremost, and then we worry about how we do it and what we actually do.
Right.
It's trying to make sure that that's coherent. Like I say, I've not got that much of a finger on what's going on in the vending, what's going on in moderating the online space, and like as the person that has decided to foolishly maybe take responsibility for the overall thing, it's probably not incumbent upon me to do that, because then I can't. No one person can do all of those things. I have to trust people and empower people and enable people to do that. And obviously, as and where I need to, if I need to kind of step in and give a little bit of guidance or go, yeah, that's feasible or that's not. Then, but like I say, it's setting the compass and the culture first and foremost, and then just guiding what the product of everyone's analysis is into a coherent plan.
Right.
I think it'd be really cool, and this is a big if. No one watching this or anything take this as a gospel. Obviously, it's Fallout 30th next year. I think that would be really cool to fit it in. But like I say, we want to do it right. We don't want to do it in a rush.
Sure.
So certainly the thing I'll say to anyone that's looking at this and breathing down the neck of when are you doing it and stuff, like just give us and our people the time to do it right for you. I can't say yet when that's going to be or anything like that, but the only promise we will make is that we'll try our hardest to do it the right way, and then everyone will be happy at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I think it's absolutely critical, to lay down a solid foundation, especially, in a place that that doesn't really have, that kind of a scene. I mean, you guys got cons, right? Like, what is that biggest
Yeah.
one? That MCM? Is it?
MCM, yeah.
Right,
Yeah, Comic Con.
right. But it's just like, yeah, when it comes to like, there's a lot of Fallout people in the UK. I mean, I see that, but it's just, I don't know if it's just not, like I mentioned earlier, if like your country, is just not conditioned to that kind of a culture, for the lack of a better word, or whatever, or if it just hasn't been done, if that's just, the case. And this is truly you guys are the pioneers,
Well, I mean, like, I think it's just the sort of thing where like Fallout as a thing has been very niche, and like you'll see a lot of stuff online and people gatekeep it because until very recently, certainly until Fallout 4, it was very much that it's cool to like it because no one else likes it. It's kind of either by design or by accident, probably by design somewhat from the looks of it, has mainstreamed itself a lot more. And obviously with the TV show, the eyes that have come from that. So like I know for a fact that that's one of the things that's really triggered other events to start trying to, really roll things on and go, well, actually, could there be a audience for a convention around Fallout, which like is now happening, which, like I say, just gives the UK scene another platform upon which to celebrate and enjoy and be a part of Fallout in a public setting rather than just being sat at home and either playing solo on the older games or playing together with people on Fallout 76. And it's just more opportunity for people to come together, which is only a positive, really.
Right. Yeah. No. Absolutely. And have any of you played the Fallout London mod?
Absolutely.
You have, Spencer?
Yeah.
How is it? Like,
It's,
I keep wanting to like try it, but I mean, one, my computer doesn't have enough space as of right now, so I think that's been my excuse for the longest time. But I'm so excited to try it.
I can't wait for you all to try it at some point. I mean, it's hot take, but I think it's better than Fallout 4. I'm probably biased, but fuck, it's
you need that air horn on the
soundboard
to kick off there, don't you?
Yeah.
it's just so well done, and that team obviously incredibly cares about what they put into the game. I mean, there's references in there. I mean, this is like how well it's done. There's stuff in there that only Brits would get. I mean, I'm sure these two will get it. There's a certain flat in a tower block called Nelson Mandela House, and you go in there and you can find a pocket watch that is worth quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
It's they put so much effort into it. I love the game. I don't even call it a mod. It's literally just a game, and I love that they've also made a collector's edition on Kickstarter. I thought that was amazing.
I know. I missed it. I so wanted to get into it and back it up, but yeah, it was just a crazy time and I missed it. But it was a really cool collection of things. It was like caps, right? It had like was it a ticket of some sort, like subway ticket
an
or a
underground
bus ticket? Yeah,
ticket.
right. And it had that plushie or whatever. Like it looked really good. Like it looked really put together, and a couple of the trailers that I watched, I mean, it was just like I thought it was a standalone game, and I mean, it actually feels like that, right? I mean, you said it doesn't feel like a mod, but like technically it's a mod, but not.
I mean, even just like if you look, you go through the quest lines and stuff,
Mhm.
and you look at the factions. You've got factions that harken back to some like kind of what Spencer says is like stuff that Brits will really get.
Mhm.
People from other countries that are quite switched on about British history for whatever reason. We might be interesting to some of you guys. I don't know. Like the Tommies, Camelot. Those sorts of things are really, really significant to where like who we are and where we've come from. So for them to be to integrate it into the sort of storyline the way that they did, and kind of have them interact in that sort of a way, I thought was really, really cool. I've not got too deep into it. I kind of got started on it ages ago, and then kind of came away from playing because I had children. But I loved it for what I got through. It's just something that I kind of need to make the time to get back to at some point, which unfortunately, given what I've decided to take on, might not happen anytime soon.
Right.
I'll get there one day.
You kind of backed yourself up into a corner here, but no, but I think it's so important that it's it comes from a place that is steeped in the history, and like when you mentioned that there's things that only you guys will probably get, like that's important. It's just you can't just call it Fallout London and just it's just a rewrap of Fallout 4 or whatever. Okay, like we'll still have the Raiders and we'll still have these people, but they're gonna look a little bit more British, whatever the fuck that is. But
mate, got any cats?
but that the fact that so much work went into it and it feels so genuine is just it's important, and that's where kind of this whole celebration it feels like that. Like it feels like you guys are really laying down the foundation that like it's gonna feel like Fallout, but it's gonna have the roots where you guys come from, and really pay tribute to that kind of stuff. And I feel like that needs to happen.
You do find that with like the fan stuff. Like, have you guys seen Echoes of the Wasteland?
A little bit. I know of it.
So shout out to A-List.
Mm-hmm.
I consider him one of my good acquaintances, if not friends, if you can call people online friends. I don't know. I call him a friend personally.
You guys are my friends.
Amazing work. Yeah, you too, man. But like, even just like I know, like Chris Avalone has caught wind of it and has been like, "This is amazing." Like,
nice.
You can just tell. You go through every scene in that film, and there's something in the background. There's some kind of an Easter egg. There's some kind of a little reference to something. You can't go through 5 minutes in that film without spotting something.
That's awesome.
And it's all their own stuff. It's all their own collection. And it was all done on like basically no budget, all self-funded, just for the love of the game. 10 out of 10. If you've not seen it, go see it. Go watch all of it because
absolutely will do.
I'm not just saying that to big him up because like we interact genuinely. I remember watching it. I was like, of Fallout fan films, this is really positively added to the scene. Same as like the Road to Tipperary has, like for something that is certainly more this side of the pond. Same with that. Like you just look at what's in the scenes and you look at what they've done with what they've got. Fans, when you're doing something that's like fan based, it kind of has to have that, and it's going to have that element of extra care because it kind of has to,
right?
Because we can't just throw money at the wall and hope that something sticks.
Sure. Yeah, it has to have that soul, right? Like people need to feel like it has substance, right? And it's just I mean, there's been a lot of fan projects out there that I've seen, heard of, or whatever. But I mean, every now and then there's one that really sticks. That's really well done. One that comes to mind is Nuka Break from a while ago. If you guys have seen that,
definitely.
Yeah. So kind of like that, but it's just like you can feel that. You can feel the amount of effort and care that was poured into it, and it's just something that needs to be done. Like it has to have that, um, like that's the main ingredient, And same goes for creating an event. I mean, uh, I feel like a location like Good Springs is just kind of like already set up for that, just because it's something that was used in the game, and so you kind of have a little bit of a head start. But you,
I
you know,
mean, you've got people there that remember meeting the developer. I'm pretty sure, like that
hmm
remember meeting the developers and being like,
hmm
"Yeah, we remember when they came here and started taking loads of photos," and we're
hmm
like, "What the hell?"
right,
Like, like to me, that's like as much of a pilgrimage as you can have
hmm
as a Fallout fan is going to Good Springs and
right.
you know
It
being
is
part of it.
sort of like the Fallout Mecca kind of a thing.
Yeah, yeah. You
Yeah,
might get in trouble for saying that. No,
uh,
it's all right. You're in America. It's fine.
yeah. Who gives a shit?
But like, so Marty, what was your? Like, I'm curious. What was your kind of intro to Fallout?
Oh, we're going there, huh?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Why not?
So I mean, if we're going like by like the first point of contact, Fallout, I do remember being introduced to Fallout 3 in college in the good old days. uh, Back in like 2010, 2011. I don't remember much of it, and I didn't play much of it. So I would put that uh, official gateway to my Fallout experience is Fallout 4 back when it came out. Um, I had just bought a gaming laptop and I couldn't play it right when it came out because I was at work, stuck in the mountains, being exhausted as hell. And so I waited till I came home about a week later, and it was like a good 2 weeks where I didn't put it down, and I was just like grinding, And Fallout 4 was everything. Um, for the longest time, I did a bunch of playthroughs, and it wasn't until what, like 4 years ago maybe, where I just kind of started uh, like making stuff, like props. Like I always built stuff, but that's when I was just like, okay, I need to make more. And I really dove into that when we first attended San Diego Comic Con 2024. That's when the Nuka Boy was born. Um, it
So
was
you look a bit older than 2 years old.
yeah,
No offense, not to say you don't look good for your age, but
right. It was basically, it just started off as a suit. It had a bunch of patches, transfers, and everything. I 3D printed Pip Boy. It was a Fallout 4 Pip Boy. I made a thirst zapper. I put on. I had a different hat back then, and I had like a leg pouch or whatever, and just you know trinkets here and there. I think I made like a cap stash, a Mentats tin or whatever, and I rolled with that, and everybody was just like, it was like the first time people actually started taking pictures with me like at a con and whatnot, and like looking at it right now, like that entire cosplay was so anemic, like there's not much to it, but people still recognize it for what it was. And now everything that's on the suit, like you can't see shit because it's all covered up with, armor and a whole bunch of stuff. So when it came to building that armor, I basically replicated like what was on the suit. I put on the armor so you could still kind of see it. But so that was a,
yeah,
a
yeah.
a convoluted way of saying that Fallout 4 was my official exposure to Fallout. And
I
I
mean, it's a
just
good start.
yeah, and I just stuck with it, and then ever since then, yeah, I did play New Vegas, um, 76. I started about 2 years ago, on and off. I just picked it up last night. Actually, played with one of my friends, so it was her first time, so it was pretty cool. Um, and yeah, that's I just didn't put it down. Like Fallout's just kind of taken over.
Well, you can't, can you?
No,
That's how they
no,
do it.
no, you really
Oh,
can't.
They
And
hook you in, and then
now I can because I'm I'm an influencer now. I'm just a bad influence maybe on people. Yeah, let's call it that. No, it's been nothing short of amazing. I mean, going back to the Wild Wastelanders Market group on Facebook, and just interacting with all y'all on Instagram and like all the different platforms, and it's just besides a few bad apples. Just fucking had to.
always going to happen, right?
Just a couple.
Yeah, just a couple, just a little basket, there.
Basket of deplorables.
Yeah,
My classic phrase.
it's been such an amazing experience that I just I can't wait, where it goes. And so with the announcement of the UK event, I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do this.
Amy, what about you? Because I know, like, obviously we chatted a lot about the Fallen Britannia side of things, but I think because we've been all work, we've not really had a chance to, all of us at least, kind of share this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't been like a lifelong Fallout fan. I just remember watching my dad play it when I was a kid and like enjoying just being part of it. I tried playing it when I was like, I don't know, like 15. Was really bad at it. And I was like, that's it. I've tried it. I'm good. Nah. And then I think like 4 years ago, I picked up Fallout 4, and then I haven't put it down since, basically.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I think I only really played New Vegas like 2 years ago and 3, because I started with 4 and then worked my way backwards, and then kind of became a bit of we're not going to call it content creator. I posted on Instagram for a while. Now
Content creator.
Technically, that is creating content.
You're creating,
I
and it's
mean-
content.
It's so modest, Amy.
Yeah.
I love it.
I mean, I wouldn't say it now because don't really post anymore because I have nothing to post because I don't buy anything anymore, which is like the same for most of us.
Sure.
But I just like enjoy, like Marty said, I just enjoy like talking to people like in the community, like chatting with people that I probably would never have chatted with. I would have just like behind the scenes just like liked people's posts.
Mm-hmm.
But it's nice talking to like all different kinds of people,
All the misfits.
interacting with them.
Hey. When you were watching your dad play Fallout, were you like, did he know you were watching? Or,
Yeah.
Because I know that sounds really, really weird to say, but when I was young, I used to stay up after my bedtime. I'd sneak to the bottom of the stairs and watch him playing Star Wars Jedi Outcast.
Oh, I love those
through
games. God
a
damn.
little crack in the door. So I used to watch while I was allowed to be awake, and then my mum and dad would put me to bed, and then I'd just like creep to the bottom and just like crack the door at the bottom of the stairs open so I could like watch him playing it. When you said that, it just took me straight back to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wondered whether it was a covert operation or.
Right.
No, I'd sit next to him and he'd make me absolutely terrified of death claws and everything. So when I came to play it myself, I was shit scared for the first time.
Yeah. I mean, valid.
Yeah.
He helped you grow a tougher skin. Let's just call it that.
Yeah, we could call it that.
You turned out all right. So no permanent damage.
Spencer, what about you?
Oh God, mate! I'd be lying if I actually knew how I got into it. I remember playing it as a kid, and then I suppose that got the ball rolling. Really, yeah. There's no like actual catalyst. I think I just picked up Fallout 3. Oh, my mum must have bought it for me. Played it on 360. like Amy, I couldn't make heads or tails of it. God, Fallout 3 was difficult for a kid. It still is now. It is really difficult. But yeah, then played New Vegas, then 4 came out, and then now I've accumulated all this shite over the past few years.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't want it, you can just.
Yeah, I'll have some.
Absolutely not.
I'll take it off your hands. I mean, you are going to Good Spring, so I'll gladly take it off your hands.
Oh, think again, mate.
No, yeah. I mean, that's the other thing, like the collecting part. I mean, I've always been a collector of things, but yeah, Fallout just kind of like breathed a whole new life into it, because like I didn't start properly collecting things related to Fallout until about 2.5 years ago. Like, I'm actually talking about like a Bethesda gear store kind of things. Like, I had no idea that existed before that. And so like anything Fallout would be just kind of scavenged, from here and there. Some of the dollar stores here like carried a whole bunch of stuff, so I'd always pick it up. Like bobbleheads and whatnot, and like the weird stuff, like the Yahtzee game, which is like a Pip-Boy head with the dice inside or whatever. That was like $2.99 or whatever. So I picked that up like years ago, and now that store doesn't exist. So I actually have to pay full price for everything, and that is if I can actually find it. I did just pick up that Thirst Zapper, like the GameStop one from the buddy that I stopped at in Vegas yesterday. So I was pretty
Is
excited.
that the full size one or the small
the latest one with the hanger with the plaque and.
Oh right,
like
I
that.
like that one. That's nice.
It's a little on the smaller side. Like, it's definitely smaller than mine, but I mean,
Actually,
what is the true size, right?
Pretty, compare it with a Sky remote.
But yeah, that's about.
I mean, the collecting side of things, like, I've never really got into until I started kind of branching out and kind of inserting myself into the different communities, like the Wild Wastelanders Market and all that sort of stuff.
It's all
like,
Spencer's fault.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
You've cost me so much money.
Yeah, I'll pay you all back one day.
I intend to collect.
Yeah, you can pay me back by helping us get the event on. That's good enough for me.
There you go.
Like,
that's a good trade.
I literally only started collecting stuff really, and I wouldn't necessarily call myself a collector, but like once I've got stuff that I think's cool, I just won't let it go, because I decided I wanted my office space at home to look like a sort of overseer's office. So
Nice.
like I've got like a metal shelf up that I bought, like 3D printed, like retro futuristic-esque brackets for. Like, I've got the Nuka-Cola T51B phone holder. I've got Stevie Max security key card. I've got the good bit of kit. I've got like my nuclear codes. I've got the like Nuka-Cola locker and stuff. I've got a couple of mini nukes up on the shelf, and like I've got like the anthology, like the big mini nuke of all of the games in. I've got that, up on display, and I'm just trying to kind of build it up to make a nice little man cave in the corner here. I have to be careful. It can't be too garish, because the other side of my room, my other half does pottery. So she wants that to be nice and zen and, a creative space. So I can't go having like glowing, nuclear glows and stuff that will just ruin the ambience of the room for her. So I'm trying to be thoughtful.
Right. Well, there's ways to mesh it together. I mean, you can still be zen under a nuclear glow.
Yeah, that's true.
A nice warmth of reactor fuel.
I feel like, yeah, exactly. I feel like Jason Bright's got a very zen voice, hasn't he? So just go with that. Hello, Wanderer, when she comes inside. Oh, you're in the room.
That's great. No, that's awesome. So, I guess we should just go over where we can find any and all information pertaining to the UK event. So we got the Facebook group, we got the Discord. Anywhere else?
Not at the moment. I think mainly just because obviously the Discord and the Facebook it certainly has been quite a lot for like Amy to like there's like 150 people in the Facebook, and obviously with all the stuff going on, like different bits of news popping up out of the community and stuff. I think done a stellar job there of keeping things under wraps and kind of getting it getting it coherent and giving people a good space to go and share things and talk about stuff and find info out. Like the whole NukaCon thing just popped up out of nowhere because a lot of people were like, guys, have you seen this event? We think it might be a scam. So straight away we were like, okay, like what is this thing?
Yeah, what is it?
And very quick. Well, it's a company that does conventions.
Okay.
They did one called Festival of the Time Lords for Doctor Who at
Okay.
the end of May. I believe they're doing one for Star Wars in August. And so obviously off the back of all of that, I got directly in touch and was like, what are you? Because it looks like you're trying to scam people. And the guy was like, no, we literally just don't. I think it was more a case of naivety than anything else of they don't know the landscape of Fallout that much. So they thought if they put their promo stuff out, people will then come to them and offer their services.
Right.
Where they obviously then fell foul of was pictures and all that sort of stuff.
I was going to mention, like, it was. I remember a lot of people got on their case because, I mean, obviously, it's a big community, but it's also a tight knit community, and some of the creators stick out. And so, like, we will recognize who it is, and so especially themselves, if they see their pictures attached to something that they didn't explicitly endorse, so it just kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth, right?
Yeah, and to be fair, I think obviously I'm not one of their reps, so I don't want to speak too much on their behalf. All I can speak to is the engagement that we've had with them, and because I'd spoken to them, I think it was on the Friday before all of that sort of stuff really came out. When it very first popped up, the first thing we did was find out, is this legit or not? And after finding out it was legit, we put a thing out on our Facebook to say, look, we've spoken to them. It is an event that's going to happen. It's got enough backing and stuff because I think it's basically backed by the local council there. They want events put on in their convention centre. So they've got the structure there to do it. But obviously the red flags that were there that kicked people off, like the non-refundable tickets that turns out are, if they cancel the event, they're just not if you don't go. Those sorts of things. But I sent him when I obviously saw the post that got made, I sent him a message and was like, what the hell? And first thing he did, he got straight on the phone to me, and I was like, you got a lot of peddling to do. I recommend you engage in this sort of way with our community here and the community wider, and can effectively sort this out. And from what I've seen of it that they've provided me, like they haven't provided me with stuff for all of the pictures, but like I have seen a receipt for a bunch of pictures they were sold on Etsy that purported to be licensed. Funnily enough, the Etsy account that they bought it off is now not functioning, so it appears as though they've bought it from a dodgy Etsy account that said the pictures were licensed but weren't.
Go figure.
I've not seen that for all of them. I think they're working basically with their web design team to dig that all out. But if you ask me for my personal opinion, I think it's a case of naivety, and they straight away were like, right, we'll get these down, we'll approach the Fallout UK cosplayers community and ask people to come forward and give us their photos because they're the people we should really be promoting. And they did an AMA in our Discord server basically to face the music, and we had people posing them all sorts of questions, and at least my personal opinion on the way they dealt with it, they seemed contrite, they seemed sincere, and the way that they've engaged with our Discord ever since, like you can tell, I think they realised very, very quickly that it's not a community to mess with, and how much value we want to offer them. They are absolutely there for it. Like, you know, the NPCs they want to come forward are going to come from our community, and like I know for a fact there's an intent there to at least get in touch with the cosplayers that they did feature without the permission that they should have got. So yeah, and like I know they kind of regret, from what they've said at least, you know, the way that that's panned out, and they, you know, obviously just moving forward to try and make a success of the event now, which, you know, I think for our community, certainly for the UK community, to have somewhere like that to go would be really good. And there's a lot of UK creators and cosplayers and stuff now getting involved. So, you know, for our people's sake, you know, it's good that it's good if it gets to succeed and kind of recovers.
Right. No, absolutely. And just kind of dovetailing off of that, I know that you guys have received a fair amount of flack for this event, for the UK celebration. So just to kind of set the record straight, in terms of like official affiliation endorsements, and what are we looking at here? Just so there's no confusion as to, you know, who started it, who's involved, and you know, who's in charge.
None. Like in terms of like the server overseer is me. So I'm effectively where the buck stops with stuff like that. In terms of sponsors or whatever, we haven't got any yet. Like, we're not even an event really. So people referring to us as an event, I'm very forthright. We aren't an event yet. We are an idea. And we're a community at the moment, luckily, which we enjoy being, which we hope will end up being a festival that celebrates Fallout among other Fallout fans. So
right on.
You know, in that sense, like I say, I've been in discussions with and trying to learn from the experiences of Fallout for Hope and Buttered Popcorn, and I think it would be really, really positive if what we do can in some ways contribute to that overarching mission of having a positive impact on the communities that we end up working in, and, you know, contributing to the wider charity missions and stuff like St. Jude's, or, you know, charities over here. You know, as much as we can do to make the Fallout community a positive impact on the real world, you know, the better. And those are going to be really key partners in helping us, in guiding us really in doing that. And as much as they want to be involved, they will be. But we're certainly not claiming to be one of their events. We're not claiming to be anything other than friends of theirs. And I'm having spoken to them, I'm sure they would share that sentiment and mirror it back in our direction. I think they know what the kind of the why is. Like, they're in our server, so and continue to be. So
I mean, to be honest with you, I personally, I never understood where what all the vitriol was about, like where it came from, why it happened. It was just so uncalled for, and so it's good to know that you guys are talking, you know, to all the pertinent people. They're interested in it, and then that it's absolutely clear, you know, that I mean, at this point in time, like you said, it's an idea. There's a community, and there's an effort to put an event into motion, you know, or creating it. So let that be clear.
Yeah, there's that meme, isn't it? Oh, I could not be clearer.
Right.
And then end up giving a proper politician's answer.
I thought it was clear from the get-go, you know, so just, I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, I never saw any of it. I you know, heard things secondhand from people that were like, oh, what's all this about? I'm like, I literally don't know. I'm camping in North Wales. But, you know, and yeah, like I said, and if anything, that's positive, because obviously I'm not touched into every Fallout circle. I wouldn't claim to have like the greatest reach, but like, you know, I do follow a wide array of, you know, Fallout content creators and stuff. If it was something significant, I feel like I probably would have seen it.
Right.
So it can't have been, at least my summary of it, it can't have been anything that significant.
Right.
Or, you know, or important or relevant, really.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
I
just people.
completely agree.
Maybe people just jumping to the wrong conclusions with some either assumptions they've made by thinking why would someone do this?
Right.
Why would people possibly want to have fun with other Fallout fans? But yeah, I'm not. It's not something that I'm going to lose any sleep over. I know that we're going to do, and currently are doing, just from the interactions we've had, and always are going to do as much as we can do to do what's right for our community, and to be a part of the worldwide Fallout community as well.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Check. Valid. All valid points. Let's just all have fun, right?
I mean, that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like what the heck? Is that much of a concept, like novel idea? Like can we all just be friends?
It would be nice, wouldn't it? It would be really nice.
It would be
but
nice,
unfortunately, some people will scrutinise just for the sake of scrutinising. But like Sam said, it's so insignificant.
Mm-hmm.
It really does not matter at all. And we're gonna continue to do our best and put this thing in motion for every single Brit and American and anyone else who wants to come over here and have a whale of a time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, everyone's welcome. Just because it's a British. I've been in touch with. There's a podcast called El Distopista, which is Spanish. I've been on to him saying you need to get over for this. Just Vanya from Germany. He's been in touch to offer a bit of advertising space on his races and stuff. I was like, you need to come. Same with America. Like, it's not just for American fans. Some of us are going to go fly over and come and take part.
As you should.
It's there for everyone. It just happens to be in Britain.
Right.
So Marty, you definitely need to come.
Oh, I'm planning on coming.
We need to do this around a table rather than.
Well, I was saying, like, I think one of my first comments ever in the Facebook was like, I need a reason to visit again. So this would be great. I just don't know if I'm gonna lug around my my kit and everything, because like they're probably just gonna keep it at the airport.
Yeah, you'll probably get stopped or something. That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna bring my casual one.
Why are you bringing in body armor to England, Marty? That's what they're going to ask you, mate.
Well,
and pistol holsters as well.
Actually, I just did have a conversation with one of my friends that I wonder if I can make a ballistic version of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
You could see about shipping it over beforehand, and then it's here. One of us can just safe keep it for you.
Yeah, see, there are restrictions when it comes to shipping stuff like ballistic material and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Like Kevlar and whatnot. I'm going to get put on the no-fly list.
Your kit gets here, but you don't.
Spencer already got put on one. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
You had your Esther revoked.
Almost.
Oh, no, I landed.
I know.
Yeah, it was, it was scary.
Got
scary
grilled for like 2 goddamn hours.
Yeah. It's stupid, but that's what they have to do their jobs, don't they? Even though I did nothing wrong, but yeah.
Well, there must have been something that got their attention.
Well, yeah.
Spencer being shifty.
I was sweating, but that was because the airport was, it was stuffy. It was like 70 years old. Carpets hadn't been changed since the mid-50s,
Oh, because you landed in North Carolina first?
Yeah. I mean, it did look a bit weird first time the US go to a state that's literally just deep south, and they had to call Brian to verify I was a real person. It was that crazy.
Brian of all
Did you
people,
show them your Instagram?
For a second he had your life in his hands.
Oh, he was going to tell him to fuck off. And I was just like, oh, mate, I'm so glad you didn't.
It's like, I don't know who this guy is. I don't even know how he knows me.
Oh, God, scary time.
The guy just yammers on about beans all the time.
Yeah, see if he's got anything to declare, and it's 15 kilograms of Heinz beans.
Oh, I'm going to be bringing back a load of Bush's, like Bush's baked beans this year. I mean, honestly, they're so. I'll shut up
Okay,
about
so
beans. I'll go on
let's
forever.
go there. So what's better, Heinz or Bush's?
Bush's, 100%. I mean, I'm probably a traitor. It's pure treason what I'm saying. But seriously, the country style Bush's baked beans are the best things I've ever eaten in my life.
Are Heinz even British?
Isn't that German?
I mean, Heinz is a German name, right? Well, they're saying that our royal family is descended from the Germans.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, like it just depends how far you want to take it, I guess.
At some point in history, we've been friends. We've not, we've only been enemies twice.
Right, right. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, right?
I'm going to start another war in a minute if we carry on. Bloody hell.
No, I think they are British. Actually, I think it's just the trading name.
Oh,
Oh, you
sick.
learn something. You learn something new every day. Fortnum and Mason, I think it was that. I don't know that off by heart. By the way, I have just googled that for full disclosure.
That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah,
You could
another bit of pub quiz trivia for you.
Yeah, you could have just gone on letting me believe that you had that kind of knowledge.
Look, I know so much useless. I'm a weapon in pub quizzes. I know so much useless stuff, but I don't know that much.
Dropping knowledge.
Yeah. On some really, really niche things
Hey,
that
I mean,
have no utility in real life.
Giving us an example. Go on.
I know basketball hoop is 18 inches wide.
That is pretty niche.
It's the sort of thing where, like, you ask me for a niche bit of trivia and I can't necessarily give it to you, but if you go and ask me a really random bunch of questions, you'd be shocked at how many of them I could answer.
What are you training for, like a game show or something? Or
you know what? I would love to. Something like the chase or pointless or something like that. I think would be really fun.
You would actually have to show your face, right?
Yeah, that's true. But I don't think I would. I probably wouldn't go on the show as Wild Wasteland Memes. I would probably go on with my real name.
Yeah, where's the fun
or a name
that
at least sounded. Yeah, a name that at least sounded normal. I don't know. I could give it a try. They might let me.
There you go.
I could just wear a some sort of cosplay mask.
Right.
Oh yeah, you definitely should. Marty, you need to watch The Chase, mate. Absolute 10 out of 10 television.
Yeah, sorry, that's a bit of a niche one. That's maybe hasn't got over to him. Family Fortunes. You guys have got Steve Harvey. Yeah. That sort of game show.
All right.
I reckon I'll be all right on Countdown as well.
All right. If the Fallout thing doesn't work,
Yeah.
You have.
If you see me on Countdown in a year's time, you know that this event isn't happening.
I'll keep an eye out.
That's how I'm announcing it.
Well, I'll come on with you. We'll try and get the jackpot together.
Yeah, get ourselves a teapot. That's legit the prize as well. You win the series, you get a teapot.
That's it.
Yeah. For putting letters in the right order.
What's the value of the teapot?
Priceless. Doesn't have a that's
bragging rights.
If you put that teapot in the Sierra Madre vault, you got some. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
You're nicking that instead of the gold or something.
Yeah. crawling to the Mojave post box in Novak to try and get.
That's going to be the remaster. Right. That's going to be the New Vegas remaster. Instead of gold bars, it's going to be a teapot.
To be fair, I've still got a collab with New Vegas meal to do to try and get all of the gold bars replaced with the Fallout New Vegas meal boxes. So I've done a couple with them that have been quite fun.
Nice.
I thought New Vegas Meal just reposted the same image of the New Vegas Meal. I didn't know he was into other memes. That's great.
Nah, he's a really great guy. It was like, do you ever see the clip that floated around of the guy doing the Ranger takedown where like the fiend just explodes?
No, I can't say I have.
So there's like a little, like it's literally 6-second gameplay clip floating around online, where he's in third person, does the Ranger third person Ranger takedown, goated move. He just does a spinning kick and the fiend just explodes, bloody mess everywhere. Brilliant. Yeah, he does like little gameplay clips and stuff.
Nice.
So yeah, he diversifies his content.
Nice.
Very, very cultured.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotta be. All right. Well, I think we've gone over it all. I mean, we can keep on yammering, about beans and useless
you were gonna say
factoids
that.
or whatever. Fallout if we have time. I know Amy don't.
Yeah, sorry, Amy. Yeah, shit.
Oh fuck yeah!
We're keeping her up. Like she's probably on her third Red Bull by now. But why do you go to sleep so early?
I mean, I don't get a full night's sleep anymore because of my puppy, so I'm trying to get as much sleep as I can.
I thought it was because of us blowing the group chat up at like 4 a.m.
No, that's on mute. That's been
No, I
on
was
mute for
literally
about
about
a
to say
year.
that. She mutes us.
I
All
feel
my
bad
group
every
chats are on
time. It's
mute.
just like there's like lines and freaking paragraphs of just total brain rot, and then Amy signs on. It's just like, what the hell did I just wake up to? Do you read
I
it
read
all?
it all when I wake up at 6 a.m. and I'm just like, what is going on?
What is going on?
Oh
Breakfast.
my god!
Breakfast.
Oh, that's a sick meme. I haven't heard that in years.
I need to work that into a Fallout meme somehow.
Oh my god, you absolutely do.
I'll find a way.
Yeah.
Collab with me, please.
Absolutely, yeah, we'll do. If it's got beans in it, I'm collabing with you.
Yeah, go on. Then.
Oh gosh. But yeah, follow the Discord, follow the Facebook group. Don't forget to follow all of these guys on their respective platforms. I had your guys' handles, your IG handles on the screen the whole time, so we're good there. But if any of you got anything else going on other than preparing for the best UK Fallout celebration out there, go ahead, take the floor. If not, we're just gonna put a bow on it and move on with our lives and just get bored and be miserable again because there's no new collectibles or go play games.
One thing I think at some point in the sort of near future we probably will sort of branch out onto the Instagrams, the Twitters and stuff. We'll put a link tree together for Fallen Britannia so that people can kind of follow us and get at us across the spectrum of platforms.
Nice.
Because I think that would be useful. Because I know not everyone's on Facebook, not everyone's on Discord, XYZ. Maybe even a YouTube channel because we've got some really really talented people.
Nice.
Ninethy Plays, for example, go follow him on YouTube. Who does some of the most amazing edits. He's going to be heavily involved in like putting those together for promos. The Fallout Road to Tipperary team as well. Go give them a follow and a subscribe. Yeah, for sure. We'll start getting some stuff out when we've got stuff to get out.
Sure.
Like we said the whole way, can't promise when that's going to be, but rest assured, work is going on. And when we're in a place to be able to give you guys something, we'll give you the best that we can.
Right on. Sounds great.
But thank you to you, Marty, as well, for the platform for all of us to come on and just chat rubbish for.
Oh, no worries.
That's
what I
hour
do.
and a half or so.
It's
been a pleasure to actually finally get on and like properly, virtually meet you at least. And
same here. And we still got to get you an episode. So.
Yeah, I was going to say I'll come on another time. We'll have a more intimate one-to-one. Maybe not intimate, but yeah, a one-to-one that's meme focused rather than
the whole episode is just gonna be memes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
it'll be like when you're showing people pictures of like as a parent, you're showing people pictures of your children, and the other person's just looking at them totally uninterested.
Yep,
that's just gonna be me. So I made this one in December. This is what the show was on, and it should have popped, but it didn't. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to show you all the ones that should have popped but didn't, and then hope that they go viral.
There you go. There you go. That's going to be the episode that's just going to put everything on the map.
Absolutely, 100%.
Right. Amy, anything exciting, out of the ordinary, annoying, cool, whatever other adjectives you want me to go through here?
Not from me, no. Pretty boring over here.
You start do something with your puppy, like fall outify it or something. Do some proper
Oh my
content
God.
with your puppy.
Yeah.
Pup Boy Nuka.
Pup.
There you go.
There you go. There you go. You create a page for your pup, and it'll just skyrocket.
That's just another account for me just not to post on, though.
The honesty is
Valid.
I love it.
Valid. At least you're honest.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm just lurking.
You're just a spectator at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, you're not. We see you out there. We see you out there. You still
Working
got
in the shadows. That's
right,
what she
right.
does,
Yeah,
moderating
she's
things.
probably scheming, in the in the darkest corner of her room over there somewhere. Just surrounded by her collectibles. She probably has some of the rarest collectibles out of all of us. Watch.
I mean, I've been insulted before saying that I must have been a fan since after the TV show.
Oh,
So
wow.
I thought, oh, okay, that's quite.
I like how she just takes it. Like,
I was like, okay.
You couldn't care less, could you? I love it.
Yep. But honestly, that's the best strategy. Oftentimes, just all right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Bye.
Yeah, sure.
Just takes all the wind out of their sails. Spencer.
It's getting that flipping Dean Domino meme.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up, dickhead. Fuck off.
Yep.
I will need to save that one.
Yep. Spencer.
Oh, you know me, mate. Never anything to report. That's
Never anything to report, and then 10 videos drop.
Oh, yeah, give it a week or something. I'll record 1 million videos in one night, and then that'll be it
Spencer
for the
always
next 2
goes like,
months.
"Oh, I'm so burnt out," and then just fucking so many videos. Like there's a new Pit Boy, and then he's got the freaking mugs that he absolutely hates, but there's a video that just dropped.
Marty, by the next time we chat, I want more of that English accent. By the way, I want you to work on that because that's stuff.
Well, it has got better, Marty. I must say, mate. Keep working on it, and you'll eventually be one of us.
Oh. All right. Well, I need to get me a bottle of water here.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Spot on.
Amy's losing it. Well, at least I got that going on for me. If the Fallout thing doesn't work.
Nah, it's working. It's working.
That's good.
We love having you around.
Well, I appreciate that. A lot. No, I mean it's been a lot of fun, like I always wanted to do a podcast, but I'm like, I got nothing to fucking say. So but here we are, thank you all of you that carved out some time for me and for the show so we can just shoot the shit here and talk about everything that's been going on and that what you guys have been doing about the UK Fallout celebration. I can't wait for that to be a thing. Like, I can't wait for the date where it's just like, okay, it's happening. And then that, like, I'm booking my ticket. I don't care what it takes. I will be there.
Good.
Look forward to having you.
But you might regret it later, but, let's just keep
No
it
regrets.
at that. But yeah, so I guess we'll see you out there in the wasteland and on all the platforms and whatnot, and in the various chats. No matter how ridiculous, unhinged, abhorrent. That's just what we do. But for now, it's gonna be a goodbye from Marty, Spencer, Amy, and Sam.
Ta-ta.
Good afternoon and good night, everybody.